It is midday in Cameroon's economic capital. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the midday news on Reflect Afrique Television. We begin with this piece of information about Pope Francis, who has endorsed same-sex civil unions, saying in a documentary that homosexual people are children of God and that they have the right to be in a family. His approval came midway through a documentary feature-length film titled Francesco, which had its premiere at the Rome Film Festival early October 21, 2020. The film delves into issues Francis cares about most, including the environment, poverty, migration, racial and income inequality, and the people most affected by discrimination. Homosexual people have the right to be in a family. They are children of God. Nobody should be thrown out or be made miserable over it, the 83-year-old said in one of his sit-down interviews for the film. What we have to have is a civil union law. That way, they are legally covered. He added that he stood up for that in an apparent reference to his times as Archbishop of Buenos Aires when he opposed legislation to approve same-sex marriages but supported some kind of legal protection for the rights of gay couples. The Pope's remark comes as a shock to millions of Roman Catholics who have long to follow the doctrine that gay relationships are sinful and accepted. The Catholic Church stands against the worldwide advance of gay rights. Onto the Southwest region. In order to fight against illiteracy by providing a better learning environment, the Kumbatu Subdivisional Council has handed over 2 newly constructed classrooms to Government School Ekemba in Kumbatu Municipality. The donation was done on Wednesday, October 21st, at the school campus in Fiangu. Handing over the keys of these classrooms to the Inspector of Basic Education for Kumbatu Subdivision, Ivo Matuke Ebako, the second Deputy Mayor of the Kumbatu Subdivisional Council, Vivian Egona Chibili, expressed satisfaction on the effective start of the new school year in the municipality and stated that the classrooms would go a long way in encouraging the learning process within the school milieu. She enjoined the school authorities to put the classrooms into maximum use. The classrooms have been constructed under the public investment projects and falls within the framework of government specifications. And receiving the donation, the Inspector of Basic Education for Kumbatu Subdivision thanked the Kumbatu Subdivisional Council for the provision of the modern edifices for learning. He said the gesture will provide a conducive environment which plays an important aspect in the teaching-learning process. The donation comes few weeks after a similar one was done in the Kumbatu subdivision by the government nursery school Ekemba, Fiangu. Still in the country, the corpse of late barrister Charles Chakunte Party will begin its final journey to eternal rest at the Funéraire du Havre Nord in France. The corpse will be sent back to Cameroon for burial. His body is expected to arrive the country today, Friday, October 23, 2020. His colleagues, alongside the deceased family members, are set to mobilize themselves for the reception of the corpse from the airport. The funeral rite back in Cameroon will begin on October 26th. Barrister Charles Chakunte Party died on October 24th in France after a health demise. Currently, Barrister Bikuna Claire is holding his position. And Barrister Bikuna Claire is noted to be the oldest president of the Bar Council, which was also elected on the 7th of September 2020. Samuel Eto'o has been appointed a roving ambassador in Chad. Cameroon football icon and former striker of FC Barcelona, Samuel Eto'o has been honored once again by his appointment in Chad as roving ambassador by the president of Chad, Idriss Déby Itno. The appointment of Samuel Eto'o was confirmed in a post published on Facebook via the official page of the General Secretariat of Chad yesterday, October 22, 2020. Least surprising, the appointment comes barely less than 1 week after the Chadian president granted Samuel Eto'o audience at the Chadian presidency. Samuel Eto'o was received in N'Djamena on October 18, 2020 and held lengthy personal talks with the Chadian president on the redevelopment and promotion of football in the Republic of Chad. At the end of the audience, it was revealed that 15 Chadian prodigies were going to be integrated into the Kaji Sport Academy in Douala, an academy which over the years has cemented its reputation as the perfect sport for talent in Cameroon, as well as springboard to potential blissful careers. Internationally, Algerians are being urged to vote yes to a new constitution in the November 1st referendum the government has touted as the foundation for a new state. President Abdelmadej Tebboune has said the new constitution will usher in greater freedoms and democracy. The new constitution will give the Prime Minister and Parliament more powers to govern the North African country of 45 million people, a draft released earlier this year showed. We support the constitutional reform project, and we, the young people, must be the future of Algeria, and we came here to support his project on November 1st, students had admitted. Algeria's protest movement has opposed a vote calling for an overhaul of the country's political system. The country's constitution has been amended several times since independence from France. During the 20-year Bouteflika era, it had been drafted to suit the ex-ruler's needs. Other critics of the draft constitution say it maintains a powerful presidency and military while undermining the judicial and parliament as watchdog institutions. And it is on this note that we take an end to the midday flash on Reflect Africa Television. Thanks for staying with us. We see you at 7 p.m. for another edition of The Flash.